Temerity sent word. She said you can go. I'm sorry, Envoy. I don't have much more to say. You were responsible for all this death. But I hope you don't end up the same way, too.
Ludwig may have a skull for a face, but her fury was clear enough. If her path crosses ours again, it'll be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. And I plan on hunting her like a rat.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read?
Right. Focus, people. Try not to think about how we're up against a dead woman who threatens the entire living lands.
Yeah. Instead, think about the soul-corrupting plague that also threatens the living lands.
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
I believe it. And we'll cross that bridge with you when we get to it.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power. But we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
Ugh, that's just a pile of Sokka. Oh, now you're listening to me, all of a sack of sup sudden. You won't find a blessed a thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a page-raku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Blessed Day Oracle to know this won't go how you think it will.
Well, someone's got to do something about the Dream Scourge at the very least.
And it has to be you, because a voice in your head said so. What do you know about Soppadal? How do you know you can trust them? That's good for you. What about the rest of us, huh? Will your secret god bring us all back, or just you?
What's on your mind, Marius? What bothers you so?
Because I can scream until I'm blue in the face, and you people would still rather trust the Envoy's pet headache demon. And now you want to drag us through the deadliest region in the world because a sleeping god said so. You're not listening to what I am telling you. I'm done here. Do whatever Blessed Day planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Something's really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what. I hope so. One of us should talk to him. If something's eating at him, I don't like leaving him to his thoughts.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
I know what you're gonna say. Marius, you need to slow down. Think about your feelings. Well, I don't want to think about my feelings. So just let me be alone for a bit. How should I know? I don't know what's going on in my head half the time. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat, my ears ring, I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying. Right. Thanks. I understand not wanting to go back, but why can't I just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
Always bugs.
We're on your left. My armor even helped me. Walk like it's hard. That's done. Looks like the beat is
Ghastly. Well done.
Radut, be reasonable. We can't live out here like this.
Listen, we're besieged by Malia and the outsiders. Ray still begs me to search for the here in merchant convoy. We're stretched too thin even for that. I only ask you to hold on a bit longer.
I wonder when we'll get back to the keep.
Why? Kostyu's really starting to raise a stink.
Oh, what a large tower.
Sometimes I
Do you
wonder.
think the Watchers are compensating
Well,
for something?
let's not talk about it.
Wouldn't want to ruin the meal.
Oh, this tower has gone downhill, hasn't it?
Try to breathe, please. Just try to breathe. I heard there's been more bandits seen in the Twined Wood.
I heard that too. Captain Radut says he has it under control.
Another Adiran. Damned if I ever saw the like. So you're the envoy they reported at the gate. Beats turning away the refugees from Shatterscarp, at least. Is it true that many drop dead suddenly? Gods. Well, at least we're safe here. And better off, I think, for having you here. The sentries were right about you. You have the same features as Arnandru. Taller, of course, but nevertheless. I'm going to treat this as a good omen. Nandru himself knows we need one out here. Founder of Solace Keep. They have a statue of him there. You both share similar features around the face, huh? Anyway, the Tusks never offered us much, and that was before the Beetles rose in their numbers. Never mind the Zorips, or the Dream Scourge, or fucking Amalia. I don't know what there is to do. The Beetles and Zorips come back faster than we can cut them down, and Amalia... Gods, where do I even start? She and I used to command this tower in turn. I and my wardens kept watch while she and hers rested in the keep, and so too the reverse. Until her last watch, that is. When she and her wardens abandoned their post and marched on the gate and tried to leave. Because life in the tower is torture. We're low on supplies, the Wastes are winning against us. They had made a request to the keep for aid. After it was denied, her wardens spoke of mutiny. And after that, well, fighting broke out at the gate. My wardens and I rushed from our leave when we heard the alarms, drove Amalia back. Now she set up camps in the Wastes. Main one is just up north in the Twined Wood. Another just west of there, in a tower. Another east, in a cave. She's broken her oath, and I'm trying to find a way to uphold mine. I've never cared for how we use duty to excuse the worst of what we do. Nevertheless, we have our duty to watch over the garden, and so we're bound to the tasks. Our oaths are mortal matters. Should we die with an oath unfulfilled, our spirits will linger until another of our wardens sees it completed. And if one of our own breaks an oath, it is a death sentence. No. All I want is peace with her. But our talks, such as they were, have totally broken down. Whenever I approach, she just tells me to stay away from the land beneath her banners. And after her raid, after our skirmishes, I don't see how we can talk anymore. But would you be willing to talk to her? You are an envoy, after all. I'm sure you've diffused more complicated situations. I have no demands except that she stops attacking us for treading near her camps. But she says she won't stop until they can all leave. And I can't grant her passage out of the tasks. She has no duty out there. Nor can I grant her one. I don't know how to break the stalemate. But I'll quit talking your ear off. Thank you for indulging me. If you see Amalia or any of her camps, I hope you can get through to them.
I might have something for you.
You're the one who's killed my friends, aren't you?
We didn't know they were your friends. The topic never came up.
We're forced to stay, forced to starve, forced to die unless we fight for ourselves. And now... Answer me, Envoy. It was you, wasn't it? Nothing personal. Give me one reason I shouldn't kill you where you stand. Don't care, Envoy. I really don't. You're dead, you hear me?
Someone's eager to eat us.
Protect the Envoy!
On the left!
Welcome back to the tower, envoy. I see. I'm sorry, envoy. I think I need a moment. Take this and leave me be.
As I live and breathe, the faithless envoy. Ludwig finds your loyalty a touch diminished. If you're looking for the Inquisitor, she's hunting a lead to the garden through its twisted silver roots.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
We'd be there already if not for the roots. The tower calls. The roots strangle. The roots say your name, envoy. They say you told them to do it. I feel I can't think straight. Bodies full of roots, pulling me. You did this, didn't you? The roots try to choke the steel garrote, and we will strangle them in return. Cut them, bleed them.
Oh dear. Be careful. He might be too far gone.
Knew it! Knew it! Knew it! Roots hold you. Roots in your heart. Come and die. We won't let your rot survive. Die as the roots die. Die, traitor! Lay yourself down. Envoy, over here.
We've got company!
After them!
Burning! On your left, dear!
say we're on the right track. That island. It must be the garden. I don't know. So close, but yet so far.
Much as I want to get to the garden, I'm loath to swim through that. I don't think this broken bridge will help us. Didn't we read about another way into the garden, though? The other path is hidden well. I certainly don't see any way across the Acid Sea. Well, maybe the people in charge know what's going on. I doubt it, but it's worth a try.
To Solace Keep, then. Not a moment too soon. With any luck, we can outpace the Steel Garrote. I'll follow your lead.
Well, isn't this a homely little fortress?
Outsiders aren't permitted in Solace Keep. Turn your ass around and go back the way you came. You're the reason I got a bath? Hell's bells, I owe you. You have no idea how ripe the keep gets when the fountains are busted. If anyone asks, I wasn't the one who let you in. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
Drawbridges and high walls. No defense against the Dream Scourge.
If it's the new recruit playing games again, I'm going to... Base. It's just like... No. It's the lack of sleep. It's impossible. But still...
Alright. Wait, you're not from the hunting party. Where's the hunting party? They were supposed to be here an hour ago.
Idiots. Better not have gotten themselves killed. We need the supplies. I swear if they've gotten themselves drunk out there, I'm going to turn them into leather.
You look just like Nandro. You have you won't feed us. The Count will lose its mind.
Mihala is going to... I don't even know what Mihala is going to do. This has never happened.
I can't wait to see what the Council council would say. Why does the outsider look...
Welcome back to Mordecai's Nails, an outsider. Nobody told me to expect outsiders. Welcome to... something like that, yes. Apologies for staring. Do you have any questions about Sola's keep? Very well then. A word of warning before you enter. You are the first outsiders to visit the keep in longer than I know. It is an honor to have you. Enjoy your visit to Sola's keep.
Why does the outsider look familiar?
Listen, everyone wants seconds, okay? You can get back in line or wait until next meal. Well, no.
Should open up for more trade.
Feel like making yourself used? Be careful. Be careful. Be careful with the... Put that pork. We've taken to calling it the Spore King. Not sure when it started or who is to blame, but the name stuck. Fortunately.
Mihana understands the importance.
Look, the council chamber...
Where is that caravan?
The
wardens from the tower sent word to expect one.
People say Wodeka is the goddess of law. But all I've seen...
You must be the up.
Find out about this.
You do the talking. I'm out of my element.
Of course they have an elevator. How elevated.
If we open the gate, we will talk about this later. We have a guest.
What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
Nandru's Forge. If it isn't the envoy.
Your reputation precedes you.
We are not so ignorant as you seem to think us.
Where are my guards? Get her out of here.
Let's not be rash. The envoy's word carries the weight of Adir. It might benefit us to hear what she has to say. Let it never be said the Wardens of Solace are impolite brutes. Merely recluses.
Very well. We'll deal with the severe breach in protocol later. Tell us why you insult our halls at Diren. Indeed you do.
And we'll gladly help you. Right across our borders.
The sooner you tell us what we need to know, the sooner we'll be gone.
So, you need our help. What do you expect us to do for you, precisely?
There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy? Mind how you speak of the garden in these halls, Envoy.
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The Envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does she not?
The markings on your face, I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru. Enough. I know you Outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost journal of our founder, there are no words. If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget it? Would the living archives misplace such an artifact? We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, Envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
Envoy, be practical. You may be uniquely capable, but there are hundreds of us. There are 3 of you. Good. Be sure of it.
Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala. Follow me, Envoy.
Poor Marius. At least I only had to deal with one politician. He's up against 2.
Envoy. I just wanted a word before you went on your way. I wanted to apologize for what happened in the council chamber. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken, the young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help. There are just not enough resources to go around, and it's causing people to fall ill. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath. She's a zealot. She forgets that doctrine is worth less than living. Much like your Inquisitor Ludwig, I suspect. Two sides of the same miserable coin. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me? The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation. Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman. I lied to you. I'm sorry for that. I didn't intend to make you look like a fool. But I couldn't let Mihala know the truth. She would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths with no thought for how this situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarot who find it, I don't care. Forget duty. Duty cannot feed our children. Duty cannot keep us safe. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us. It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You'd be giving up everything your people built here. Generations of history.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Stilgarot in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people. kind words I did not think I would hear. I doubt she will, though. Mihala believes your empire cannot see us as anything but rivals. After Fior, I suspect you Adirans think of the people of the Living Lands as little more than bugs to be crushed. If you think of us at all. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger. It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. I thought you'd empathize with this more. Your quest for the garden is also a fool's errand. You are not the first person to have said that. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too. You are driven by a singular purpose. I admire your ferocity, Envoy, that you would readily kill your own. In any case, the Steel Garrote are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirians can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also, well, if you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives, a monastery dedicated to preserving our history. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days, and I can't spare a warden to check on them. Please, look in on them, if you can. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious, Envoy. They are to the north of Solace Keep, along the main road. And beware, if my warden's reports are accurate, there are a considerable number of Zarips between here and there. Look for Elder Grigor at the archives. He should be able to give you a full accounting. I pray nothing terrible has happened. Thank you for this, Envoy. You are more than the villains your people are made out to be.
Enemy to the right! Run! Quick as a fox!
Used to quiet. That even hurt them.
Who are you, Spirit? The plague's corrupted the rest of us. The steel garrote. Our minds. Broken. I won't let it take me. I'll keep my sanity. You're not real! You can't be. No! Go away, Spirit!
The trap cuts. The fox cries at the pain of the hare. The justice of the wild.
Go away! Oh, I know you're not real. I'll stop you if I must. You'll hurt me? God, please. Before this, I was a farmhand. I'm wheat. No more dangerous than wheat. What was that prayer Ludwig taught us to banish the visions? Fearsome Woodica, by your withering gaze, I bind this tricksome devil. Oh, God, it's still there. I see the canopy of a tree inside your soul. No! Stop looking at me! I don't want to see it!
I wish I could say he isn't too far gone, but we both know better. So what's the plan? Because I don't love the way he's looking at us.
No! No! My soul is my own! I want to live!
Protect the envoy!
That was a close one.
I hear volcanoes have all sorts of pretty flowers growing around them. I'd love some for my hair.
Must maintain the perimeter.
Someone knock me down!
Enemy to the right! Speed up!
Show yourself!
I'm not used to quiet. Onward, watch your left! Away with you!
What was that? Found you!
Take the Inquisitor!
Get him!
You die on me.
Heal yourself! Quick! Gather round!
Steel Garrod did this. You can tell because the cowards ran away. Subtle as a mouse.
Quick as a fox!
I was worried for a second.
Yes, you.
Please help me! Thank you. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't come. I don't know. They caught me. They said they had questions. Then they stopped making sense. Just nonsense.
Looks like the Dream Scourge has come to the Tusks.
Please. There is a friend of mine hiding in the summit. You have to help me before it's too late.
We better hurry if we want to help, darling.
Is someone there? It's the animal! You're gonna regret it! What's the left?
Let's finish this.
I'm coming for Ludwig next. The steel garrote left in a hurry. Either they were 2 steps ahead of us, or running for their lives.
These are Pargronen books. Just beautiful, and wasted on the steel garrote. And looks like they're particularly interested in the keep. It must have a deeper meaning. You'd need powerful magic to hide something like that. And I don't think Solace has any spare archmages running around.
It would have to be underground. A secret tunnel, perhaps. Ludwig must have an informant. There's no other way. We can't allow the steel garrote to reach the garden. You are meant to go there, and we are meant to take you. Don't forget the plants and animals. Their souls depend on us as well.
Nothing will keep them safer than taking out the steel garrote.
Trespasser, she defiles our ground. Murderer, she is near.
You will go no further. The garden is under our protection.
And who is going to stop me? The time has come to take the garden.
Wardens will never...
Yesterday, this island suffered in the grip of its own madness. Today, the living lands unites under one flag. One people. One law. One true God.
No! Never again!
Invaders in the company! Come! So here you are. Sapadal coaxed you toward the garden, a spider luring a fly to the safety of the web.
Who spins? Who rides? She weaves a trap of steel.
Look at my paladin's envoy. Look what your god has done to us. I should have realized it sooner. The Dream Scourge is Sapadal's weapon. A cudgel to drive us out of the living lands. The evidence is right in front of us.
I don't believe your god could knowingly wield the Dream Scourge. Their mind is broken, with no capacity for malice.
And no capacity for reason either. Like a child playing with their mother's invention. Isn't that right?
You talk too much. The dead should remain silent.
What a pair we make, Envoy. Proxies in a war between gods. Your patron versus my faith. A war that ends here and now. The choice is ours. Do we trust our own judgment? Or do we gamble it all on the monster whispering in your ear? Keep your promise to the Emperor. Cut the Dream Scourge off at the root. Permanently.
No!
No matter where we turn, we find the consequences of Sapadal. Plague, blight, madness. The Living Lands hangs by a thread because mortals cannot live in the shadow of a god, much less one that's lost its mind.
Use whatever brain is left in your skull. Mortals have been here for centuries. It's only gotten worse since you arrived.
Well, this god was quite pleasant up until your steel garrote came in and started setting things on fire.
You and I alone can save the Living Lands by destroying the unending madness that is Sapadal.
From her point of view, the answer is obvious. But consider what we know about Sapadal. Or, to be precise, what we don't know. The consequences we've seen are not Sapadal's true nature, but the projections of their tormented mind. Whatever we do, will at least put an end to their imprisonment. Nothing should live in a cage.
I don't know your god all that well, but I know that Ludwig attacked Fjord without provocation. I'm in no hurry to trust her opinion.
Our time is short. Choose.
Break the bars!
Hear that, you shambling old bag of bones? You decaying cesspit of nightmares?
Oh, that's a big decision. Can't we just talk to them first?
I knew it might come to this. Sapadal has a stronger claim on you than we ever did. Still, I had hoped your wisdom would prevail, if not your loyalty. What a shame to destroy so much potential. You are the key to Sapadal's prison. That isn't your fault. It merely is. And it has to end. Prepare yourself for the beyond.
On the way.
Watch the left!
Nicely done!
We'll get them next time, dear. Ha! Take that! That'll teach the Steel Garrote to mess with us. Oh, but she is a death guard. Maybe she won't stay dead. That pulse. The pulse that changed everyone. That was from Sapadal. Have they been the source of the Dream Scourge the whole time? All we can do now is focus on the garden. That's what's important.
Vipers in a knot. The venom drowns us. Save us, please! Touch the Adra. Feel our voice. Speak. We would speak to you. They stand outside our prison. We rattle the bars, they do not hear! We scream, they do not answer! They come, a surging flood of parasites. They destroy us bite by bite. They eat us alive! Out! Let us out! Set us free! They eat through us, carve us open, no difference. New steel treads upon the ashes of the old. The light stands in the midst, the old light. It blinds us, send it away. We grow new life, better life. We fill them until they explode. Death is decay. Decay is life. Growth is life. Growth is pain. It hurts. It has always hurt this way. And our pain spreads, and the rot spreads. The plague grows. Not lying, no. We did not remember. We feared your judgment. We did not want to remember. We were afraid. We did not intend this. We were nothing once, and then we were. As we woke to the world, we reached out and we found them, the other gods. We thought they would love us, but they flinched from us like we were a flame. The charged queen called us an abomination. We tore chasms in the land and boiled its rivers to stop her magfolk, to save our people. How could we have known how fragile their bodies were? She hurt us, killed those who loved us. She wanted us gone, forgotten, destroyed utterly. She called us aberration. She named us monster before we even knew what we were. Yet she made it our sin. She who caged us. She who called us monster. We thrash and the affliction rises. We scream and the rot spreads. We did not intend to lie. We only wanted to be loved. We only wanted not to be alone. They hurt us. We hurt them back. We hurt them again, again, again. We dreamed of green shoots, roses without thorns to prick. The vines of the past strangle us, we help us. We are alone. At last, gentleness, like the soft kiss of summer. We will make this better. We promise. Help us. Release us. Then the rot ends. We give you another sliver of our power, a piece of us. Do you accept? The parasites who trapped us left a door in the garden's wall. Reach it, and you can set us free. Let us aid you once more. We grant you our power. Find the wall of the valley across the acid sea. It cups our prison in its palm. It waits. We wait. Free us. End our suffering.
See you! Feed them! Feed them in the dark!
Not that you asked for
Hurry in the
help,
bro-
but
Baby's in the garden.
glad you're in charge. It's all a bit much for me.
Look at this.
Dodge this! Head on, boy. On the right.
I was worried for a second. Keep us on high alert.
We need to leave.
Good.
Before all of the dust.
At least they know how to plan for a crisis.
I don't like the way that lava is rising. That's why
is not the one
Watch
I'm
yourself,
worried about.
Outlander.
Someone's
Sure,
going to
keep
get
us
to the
going.
outposts.
You know what that means, right? I knew it. Wherever we go, the moment I saw that I knew it was a bad sign.
Envoy! Gods beyond, who let you in here? Please, whatever it is, we are in crisis. I cannot help you. We're minutes away from being overrun by lava flows. I have to get my people out. You must leave now! We told you, we don't know, and this is hardly the time to be asking.
Tell that to the Steel Garrote. They found a way to the garden, and it's somewhere beneath the keep.
They would have stormed the walls by now. The Dream Scourge got them first.
The Steel Garrote were marching on the keep? How? Why would they think the garden was beneath Solace? Someone had given them reason to believe there was another path to the garden. But Kostya's scouts would have reported their presence, and I didn't hear. You weren't lying then. He was. Good God.
If there's another way to the garden, maybe Kostya told the Steel Garrote.
No. If such a thing existed, I can't believe it. He wouldn't. I can't believe I didn't see this coming. I was a fool. I have failed my duties. Kostya. Nobody truly knows Kostya. Not even I suspect himself. At his core, Envoy, he is afraid, as all Kith are. But he allows his fear to rule him. And that makes him weak. I understand how Kostya could be tempted by false notions of freedom and prosperity, but... Oh, this is entirely too much. How could he have done this? I can't believe Kostya handed the Steel Garrote a secret we protected for hundreds of years. Fuitumeyu. Who knows what he'll do with the sluice gates? He cares so little for the keep that I worry he's going to have us drowning in lava. I will. Abaddon stay my tongue if I betray him, but I will. I will show you where Kostya has gone. If you find that he's doing anything other than opening the gates that would protect our home from the lava, I would ask that you stop him. I do not wish to see him dead, but if he would risk the keep, then he risks our lives. I cannot suffer those who would harm us to live. Now I must return to the evacuation, and you must go on your way. If your arrival is indeed a message from Nandru, I hope he remembers his people well. I hope he is proud of us. Go now, and go with the gods.
Do you think Abaddon and Magrin have...
Outsider! That was a damn big explosion, wasn't it?
My cottages who could die happy here. Is that lava really high for everyone, or just me?
That's done. Who's hungry?
Kostya is going to start without us if we don't get a move on, Terry. These poor wardens. Kostya must be behind this. Let's hurry.
Finally. She's gone.
voices silenced.
We're in a bit of a rush, Envoy.
Yardsley, well done.
They wound us, and we wound in return.
I'm not used to quiet. Get around me! I would suggest not looking down. Just be quick and careful. We've got to catch up to Kostya.
Endless night. When will the sun rise?
Turn around!
Dead. Kostya isn't very loyal himself, is he?
Quiet as a soul.
On your right! wins a rotten egg!
Daylight. Essence we have not felt in
Soul of my soul. How did you find me here? I have been here for so long. My memories are tattered. They fall apart when I look too long at them. There was a man called Nandru once, beloved of a terrible god. I remember it all. I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run. No. Nor will they here, where we are blessedly invisible to them. I pray my soul disintegrates to dust, to tatters. I pray my soul is lost and never found again. True death will be a relief if it at last allows me to know silence. That was the name they gave themselves. Stolen from the ancient souls whose deaths gave rise to them, to us. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them. You have seen them, as I have. Memories of their ancient chosen children. Rips in the fabric between the here and the beyond that allow the dreams of the dead to leak through. Memories of the Akida. People like you or I who loved Sabadal and were betrayed by them. This land was once a jungle. Rich, alive. I saw it through their eyes. The people tried to look after themselves, to rely less on Sabadal. But to be relied upon was all their god desired. They felled a tree, and for that slight, Sabadal turned their world to ash. Ignited the breath in their lungs and made their people into dust. Sabadal burned their world, and the people who revered them suffered for it. So that I would be confronted every day with what our God had done. So that I would not grow weak and give in. So that I would not go to them and do what they have asked of you. So that I would never set them free. No, their final death came later. A gift to the Akida from the true gods, who wished to bring their children back to them, back to her. The rightful queen, Wodiga. She is the center of everything. shield you from the truth of what they are. The Dream Scourge has existed as long as they have. Don't you see? It is their infection. You, my sister, who are more brave than I, go now to the garden and hang the gardener from their tree. Your mind cannot understand it, but your soul, when the opportunity is before you, it will know what to do. You need only walk a little more. You are nearly at the end. You know, I always meant to die down here, to siphon my soul into a lonely pillar, disconnected from the stone that makes our world. Disconnected from them. I only hope that Sapadal releases you to the same long peace. Do not thank me. Only do as I asked. Destroy them, sister. And when you see Wodika, tell her I said hello.
Strange. Phantasmal focus picked up something, but it's gone now.
Another day, another chat with Samadra. Though this one seemed different. So, do we have a plan for Kostya once we find him? Finally! We found the gates! Quick, let's find Kostya!
Good, you're here. Help me destroy this witch. We can't risk someone turning it and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it. Yes, exactly! I'm saving my people, Envoy. With your help, or without it. So long as the keep stands, my people are trapped here. Doomed by an oath to a dead man. Our people were nomads for ages until we built the keep. When it falls, we'll be free to explore the world again. I will not watch my people rot here for the sake of a pointless oath.
A life for rubble, blood for the prison of old ways. We twine.
Envoy, I understand that Kostya grates on the nerves, but perhaps we should...
So be it. And you are so close. The entrance to the garden is just beyond this door. I always knew it would come to this.
Protect the envoy.
Someone's eager to move. keep look as confining before?
What happened to Deeren? Is everyone all right? Thank you. I cannot explain how afraid I was for my people and our home. Things cannot be the same from now on. Not after what we've endured. Here. I once was this artifact's custodian, but I failed in protecting the keep. This belongs to one who has proven capable of guarding my people. I wish so much that things had gone differently.
The keep is beautiful. Like a gilded carriage.
Rosa, we have waited so long.
I feel crazy saying this, but Kostya was right. We should have let Solace Keep fall.
Crazy is one word for it. You really think you can just burn down someone's ancestral home?
Dearie, the keep isn't a home. It's a prison. And now the Pargrunen will never escape.
Solace is my home. I still don't get why any of you feel like you have a say in this.
But you left.
Because I chose to. Kostya doesn't get to make that decision for everybody.
If Kostya doesn't, Mihala will.
Exactly.
The Pargrunen have always had the choice to leave, and we've seen very few take it, dear.
Amalia and her people took up arms and turned to banditry, and they still weren't allowed to leave. If anything, I imagine Mihala and her traditionalists will only make it harder to leave now. You know your own mind. There's something to be said for that.
True. And you've a date with the gods soon. We can only hope that you'll make better decisions.
And that's not all. Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet while we've been looking for the garden. Things have only gotten more tense since Fjord, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing us any favors on that front.
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested in staying dead. Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing down on us.
At least on the battlefield, you can count on getting stabbed in the front.
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking into the garden. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place, but it never felt like more than a children's tale to me.
I hear you. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plans and soul-altering corruption.
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great unknown, a land of mystery.
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm, dearie.
Can you imagine? An untouched spiritual wilderness just waiting for us. I have a theory about the garden, or a warning, depending on how you want to look at it. Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams, their nightmares, their madness.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations, and not even the fun kind.
About that, before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to free Sapadal, set them loose upon the world. Is that still the plan? You're as unpredictable as ever. Not that I disapprove. Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the living lands, and the island has suffered for it. No matter what the Inquisitor said, I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice to make here. Just the one you believe in. Good. Who said it has to be? Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature. If you can call it nature. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the garden.
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so you're stuck with me until the end. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back on my promises. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. I have to see this with my own eyes. Yatsli, if you feel like running back to Quilici, now would be the time. No one would think less of you.
And tell Quilici that I missed out on the most exciting part.
And you don't have to. We pull together, and that's plenty.
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Marius.
Well, let's go then. We can't keep your god waiting. Looks like we'll have to find another way through. Or not.
Cain was here? Cain's chaotic orb.
That'll show him.
Don't see a better way down. You first. I'll be right behind you.
A breath held. Trepidation. You are close, yet distant still. The moon has many faces. Different songs for different days. We know your light. We seek what swims inside you as you wane. We wonder. The deer leaps at its reflection in the lake. An equal trade, we accept. A question like the ocean. What is wanting? What is what? We would run, roll with the tide, sink our fingers into new earth. Whisper in the fields, lift the hills gently in our hands. Disturb the dirt, but spare the blooms. Shake the roots slowly. Vengeance denied, squandered. This cannot be. We feel nothing amiss. Dream closes in on us, endless slumber without rest. Wake now, find us.
I see the disciple has found her way into the cell.
No, Clarion Steel, we know this voice. Why is she here?
I am everywhere my tools have mouths to speak.
Out, out! Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? hell? It has forged the iron of its own restraints. Do you think you're special, with your god's thorn in your side? Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? When even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland. You suspected. Then you must have understood why.
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping through this land. Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained. Chaos is a blight. It must be scourged before it spreads. A pity that its followers could not be reasoned with. Of course I do. The poor godless, worshipping the very thing that subsumed them. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it. You know the trials of battle. You cannot pass judgment on me. My fight? Don't be absurd. Your tyrant couldn't tell its allies from its enemies.
We need the earth and sky to stop her. We did not mean this.
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order nor sense. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy. Then they will keep applying the rod until it understands. But there is still time. You can succeed where Ludwig failed. Face your false god and end its reign of terror permanently. Very well. I cannot force a child to bend to my will. But I will not stand by and watch you undo my work. You should have thought more carefully before you broke your oath to the Empire. Let this be a lesson to you.
I never thought I'd learn of the Godless's fate from their killer.
That's it. From now on, I pray to no god.
I'm not used to quiet. We've got company! We've got company! Watch your right! Never had a chance.
I was worried for a second.
Actual working madfolk? It isn't looking this way, is it?
We've got company. Yardsley, well done.
What is that? I know that place, right? Well, that was... No. No. Why is this? Gods. I can't. What's happening here?
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here.
Iancu. Viate. I left you behind when I left Solace.
And I've found you once again, old friend.
You? No. What kind of blessed state brain scramble is this?
Please, Viate. This is where you need to be right now.
I remember this. Duke de Dragu, if you think... No, I don't want this. Then for the god's sake, what is it? I am exhausted, Viate. I can't take much more of this.
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
Oh, not much. I only remember fear, and sadness, and you as a kid picking me up and taking me to solace.
More than you think. Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well, but not the people next to them.
I can't do this, Iancu. I forgot this for a reason.
And that's why you're here, Nimdut. You can't face a god with piles of Saka in your soul. Even when we were children, you kept me alive, first by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend. I lost my need to live.
You kept everything a secret from me. All that time. A best friend doesn't do that. Right. You're right. We don't have time for this. And if we did, you know blessed it well, I'm not falling for the sack of Saka. So, what do we do now?
They're right, Viate. This lava flows directly between us.
I don't know. I can't. It's too much. Not this and everything else too. It's too blessed much.
I understand that, Viate. I really do. Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and go talk to a god. They'll be waiting.
Well, it was good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy. He needs you more than he'll say.